Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet? Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard. I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
The least in the water! Look, it's like a little boat! Merrily, merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
We should probably pick up the pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe, and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Wait, reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here? In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
So, Xingqiu, do you, go on inspiration walks often, or
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent set up soon.
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home, so I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh! Over there! Firewood!
Rain cutter! No, my sword!
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while, not too long ago. I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh, you sound like a character from an adventure novel, charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that. If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Oh, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh, sure.
But you're back! Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity. Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So just don't get caught.
Huh. Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt. Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do, finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday. Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Roe.
So, Miss Caliroe, are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels. Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Roe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something. Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Woohoo! The first team is back, right on schedule.
Huh? The others have yet to return?
Come on! Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted. Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Kelly Roe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director Hu's manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too? Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage. Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
I concur, Director. Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something. Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Taoyuan completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. All right then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse, spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
A superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects. Truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk. I'd like to start the next couplet.